A very depressing story here. It is the worst parts of capitalism, and it is a Missouri mother who has 2 kids. She works 6 days a week in fast food, and get this, she's still homeless. She said it's, quote, economic slavery. So let's read into this. So there's a Missouri mother who says that she can't afford a roof over her children's head even though she works 6 days a week. Fran Marion told The Guardian that she has worked in fast food for 22 years and is currently employed at a Kansas City Popeyes making $9.50 an hour. She recently lost her second job, a janitorial position at the Bartle Hall Convention Center. To make matters worse, the home Marion lived in was recently condemned by the city, and she was made homeless when the landlord refused to bring the residents up to code. Marion said that a friend was able to take in her children, but she lamented that she had not been able to see her kids in over a week. As for Marion, she is staying with a fellow fast food worker in a neighborhood known for prostitution and drug trade. Quote, not having a home, honestly, you guys, it makes me feel like I'm a failure. Like I have let my kids down. My family is not benefiting. I'm working so hard to come home, and still I have to decide whether I'm going to put the food on the table, or am I going to pay the light bill or pay rent. It makes me feel like a peasant. In a way, it's economic slavery. Yeah, so that's actually a pretty accurate statement in that case, because if you are working in the fast food industry and you're making $9.50, I don't know what the minimum wage is in her exact area because it varies literally city to city, but it's gonna be somewhere around there. But you keep making that and you're not gonna be able to go up. So there's nowhere to go, and you already have 2 kids, so it's really hard to be able to go to school and then become something that makes more money because you already have 2 kids. You have to pay for them and you have to take care of them. So it's it's impossible to do both. If you were to do just school, you literally can't do anything for your kids because you won't have any money because you're not making anything for a couple years. And then you're going to have to go through and you're going to pile on a bunch of debt there too. It's really unrealistic. And the fact that this happens is so sad because we are by far the richest country on earth. And there's always, there's very sad statistics, like 56% of the people on welfare actually have members of family who are working. So there's a ton of working people on things like food stamps and social programs because these jobs just simply don't make them shit. I mean, you're talking about $9.50 an hour, 6 days a week, and she can't even afford a house. And she can't support her 2 children. What kind of a country does that make us? And this is somewhere where we need to get better. We have to get better, where people simply can't just be working their ass off and still not be able to make ends meet. Because it's vile, it's disgusting, and it is economic slavery. What else is there to call it, honestly? And that's why we need a $15 minimum wage to help these people actually be able to make enough money to support their families. What's up, guys? It's Saul Hill here. You guys are watching The Progressive Voice. Make sure you guys click subscribe down below. We're fighting Donald Trump tooth and nail, and we need your help.